Hello everyone, my name is Zumama Naeem Khan and I'm your physics faculty. I'm here with you to have the paper analysis and the solution discussion of slot 2 for class 8 GTSE exam 2020. But before that, आप लोगों ने GTSE दिया है कि नहीं? I'm sure दे दिया होगा, तभी तो analysis attend करने आए हैं. But अगर नहीं दिया है, then you can still attempt it in our next slot. The link is given in the description. Now let us proceed with our discussion. On your screen is the first question which says that we are being given distance versus time graph and we have to find the graph in which shows that the truck moving with a speed which is not constant. What do you understand by not constant? Not constant means changing, right? So if the speed is changing according to any of the following graph, then that is going to be our answer. Okay, let us see the first option. In this, the time is increasing. Okay, time is increasing. Can you see from 1 to 2 to 3 second to 4 second, but distance is not increasing. So the body is at bachcho rest. Okay, so this is not an answer. Coming to the option 2, if you can see, it is a curved line. Curved line means what? If I am going to take like these interval ऐसे, ठीक है? If I am going to take like this and I am going to mark like this, if you can see the markings that I have done, so from the graph, it is very clear that the body is not covering equal distance in equal interval of time. So when a body does not cover equal distance in equal interval of time, then it is what type of motion? Non-uniform motion. तो non-uniform motion है तो speed uniform होगी क्या? नहीं. So that means this graph gives us the speed which is not constant. So our answer is option number B. Okay. Coming on to the next question. One oscillation of a swinging pendulum occurs when the bob moves from x to y and back to x. मतलब क्या? x से बच्चों जा रहा है y और y से वापस आ रहा है x पे, गया और वापस आया. ये एक oscillation है, ठीक है? Which of the following method would be the most accurate way to measure the time for one oscillation of the pendulum using a stopwatch? Okay, you are being given a stopwatch and you have to find the most accurate way to find the time of oscillation, right? So first thing, what is accurate? Accurate means जिसमें गलती सबसे कम हो, negligible हो या फिर नहीं हो, ना के बराबर हो. Error is least. Okay, okay. Let me tell you one more thing. Our time of response or time of reacting to anything is 0.3 seconds. Ma'am, मतलब क्या? बेटा, whenever anything happens around you, we react to that thing after 0.3 seconds of actually being it being occurred. कोई चीज हुई, उसके 0.3 सेकेंड्स के बाद आप उस पर रिएक्ट करते हैं. दिस इज आवर रिएक्शन टाइम. मतलब मैम ये क्या हुआ? बेटा, अगर बॉब गया, आपने स्टॉप वॉच ऑन करी तो आपने तभी ऑन नहीं करी होगी, 0.3 सेकेंड के बाद ऑन की होगी. वो वापस आया, फिर अगेन आपने उसको स्टॉप भी सही टाइम पे नहीं किया. क्यों? क्योंकि वी टेक द रिएक्शन टाइम ऑफ 0.3 सेकेंड्स. तो अगर हम सिर्फ एक ऑसिलेशन का टाइम वी आर गोइंग टू मेजर, इफ वी आर गोइंग टू मेजर ओनली द टाइम ऑफ वन ऑसिलेशन, दैट वुड बी इन एक्यूरेट वे. सो ये जो ऑप्शन नंबर सी है हमारा, द टाइम फॉर द स्टॉप वॉच ऑफ वन ऑसिलेशन, ये गलत, एकदम गलत. ठीक है? ओके, let us come to option number 1. Time the stopwatch for 20 oscillation and multiply it by 20. पहले 20 oscillation का you need to find time and then multiply it by 20. तो ये तो 40 oscillation का टाइम हो गया, 1 का तो हुआ ही नहीं, तो ये तो क्या हो गया? गलत हो गया. Time the stopwatch for 20 oscillations, okay, and divided by 20, right? Suppose we have measured the time taken by 20 oscillations. Suppose it is like 100 seconds. And if I'll divide it by 20, it will give me what? It will give me 5 seconds. That is the time of oscillation for one oscillation, right? So this is the accurate way. Option number B. Proceeding to the next question. In an experiment to study the behavior of light, Xavier wants to determine the variation of length of the shadow formed cub when an object is placed in between the source and the screen. Okay. बच्चों, ये हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट है. This is our screen and source is here. Source का मतलब क्या? Source मतलब जिसमें से लाइट प्रोड्यूस हो रही है. टॉर्च, बल्ब, ट्यूबलाइट, एनीथिंग विच इज प्रोड्यूसिंग लाइट. ओके, लाइट फॉल करेगी तभी तो शेडो बनेगा. ठीक है, रात में बनता है क्या, मतलब अंधेरे में बन जाएगा क्या, नहीं बनेगा, है ना. तो लाइट इज नेसेसरी फॉर फॉर्मेशन ऑफ शेडो. ऑब्वियसली ऑब्जेक्ट भी जरूरी है, मतलब नहीं तो शेडो किसका बनेगा. ओके, तो इन द क्वेश्चन दे आर आस्किंग अस व्हाट इज द विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग ओरिएंटेशन विल प्रोड्यूस द शेडो ऑफ लॉन्गेस्ट लेंथ. सो विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग ओरिएंटेशन. ओके, let me tell you one thing. All of us have learned about the laws of reflection in our previous class, that is 7th class. What is it? The angle of incidence. This is the angle of incidence. It is equal to angle of reflection. That we know. We already know this. We all of us knows this. Okay. So if this is the plane of the object in which the object is placed, and if the light rays are like this, that means 90-degree angle. Okay. So what happens? Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Light is coming like this. It will go back like this. So it is going to retrace its path. कहाँ जाएगा? It will go to infinity. Infinite distance दूर हमसे जाएगा और ये इतना लंबा इसका क्या बन जाएगा, बहुत लॉन्गेस्ट लेंथ का क्या बन जाएगा, शेडो. सो दैट मीन्स द एंगल बिटवीन द सोर्स एंड द प्लेन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट शुड बी 90 डिग्रीज. उससे क्या होगा, एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस 90, रिफ्लेक्शन भी 90 और इन्फिनिटी पे आपकी क्या बनेगी, इमेज बनेगी बच्चों. इसलिए इसका आंसर क्या होना चाहिए, देखिए ए क्या बोल रहा है, एंगल बिटवीन द सोर्स ऑफ लाइट एंड प्लेन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट शुड बी 45. गलत. सोर्स ऑफ लाइट और प्लेन के बीच में पैरेलल होना चाहिए. अब ये क्या है, देखो बच्चों, ये अगर सोर्स ऑफ लाइट है और ये ऑब्जेक्ट है, ये दोनों पैरेलल हैं. आप मुझे बताओ, इसमें तो कभी भी वो लाइट इस पे जाएगी नहीं. जब इस पे जाएगी नहीं तो रिफ्लेक्ट होकर वापस आएगी क्या, शेडो ही नहीं बनेगा. ये तो मतलब ये बिल्कुल ही पॉसिबल नहीं है. फिर क्या है, सोर्स ऑफ लाइट एंड द प्लेन ऑफ पेपर शुड बी परपेंडिकुलर. यस, दिस इज आवर आंसर. एज आई हैव टोल्ड यू, द एंगल शुड बी 90 डिग्री. ओके, आंसर इज सी. Okay, here we are being given one question. Rahul has kept two bodies at different temperature in one container. Okay, let us take one container like this. Here is a container and Rahul has kept those two bodies. किस तरीके से रखी हैं, that their outer surfaces were in contact. So those two bodies are touching each other. Okay. He then measured and found out that both the bodies were at the same temperature. So body 1 and body 2 initially were at different temperature when they were kept inside one container. कैसे, touching each other, then the temperature becomes same. Okay. There is no movement of the substance during the heat transfer between the two bodies. Absolutely correct. Why, ma'am? Beta, when two bodies are in contact and heat transfer takes place, then that process is known as conduction. And in conduction, there is no movement of molecules. Why? Because if these two bodies are in contact, the heat is going to be transferred from one body to another body, and no molecule or atom is going to move from one place to another. Okay. The flow of heat occurs from the body at high temperature to the low temperature. Yes. द कंडक्शन में क्या होता है बच्चों, द हीट ट्रांसफर टेक्स प्लेस फ्रॉम द हॉटर बॉडी टू द कोल्डर बॉडी. और कंडक्शन का किसी भी प्रोसेस में यही होता है दैट द हीट ट्रांसफर विल ऑलवेज टेक प्लेस फ्रॉम द बॉडी एट हायर टेम्परेचर टू द बॉडी एट लोअर टेम्परेचर. तो ये वाला हो गया, सही हो गया. ठीक है, ये पहला वाला भी सही था. ओके, इट इज अ प्रोसेस ऑफ कन्वेक्टिव हीट ट्रांसफर. अभी बताए तो हो ही नहीं सकता, कंडक्शन से हो रहा है, कन्वेक्शन से नहीं हो रहा. द एक्सचेंज ऑफ हीट बिटवीन द बॉडीज ऑकर एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ हीट रेडिएशन. एब्सोल्युटली रॉन्ग. रेडिएशन डज नॉट रिक्वायर एनी मीडियम फॉर ट्रांसफर ऑफ हीट टू टेक प्लेस. सन से हमारे पास आ जाती है हीट, हमारे और सन के बीच में इतना सारा स्पेस है जिसमें कोई मीडियम भी नहीं है, पर आ जाती है. लेकिन इन दो बॉडीज क्या है, ये डायरेक्टली कांटेक्ट में है बच्चों, ये कंडक्शन से हो रहा है, ये रेडिएशन से नहीं हो रहा. तो ये थर्ड एंड फोर्थ बोथ आर इनकरेक्ट, ओनली 1 and 2 आर करेक्ट. तो 1 and 2 कहाँ करेक्ट है, इट इज ऑप्शन नंबर सी इज योर आंसर. ओके, प्रोसीडिंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. In the circuit diagram below, the bulb lights up. Okay, the bulb, this bulb that is shown you here. Okay, this bulb is going to light up. We have to tell कि भाई कौन सा वाला ना इसमें से possible है. A is closed, B and C are open. Okay, let us close A. Let us see whether the circuit is complete or not. A को close कर दिया है, B भी open है, C भी open है. अगर ये दोनों open है तो circuit is not closed. If circuit is not closed, the bulb is not going to light up. This is wrong. Okay. Next, A and B are closed but C is open. Okay, let us close A, let us close B. Okay, proceeding, this circuit becomes complete even if C is open. So option number 2 में light bulb जो है वो light up हो जाएगा. Option number 3, A, B and C, all three of them are closed. So let us close all of them. This is also closed. Okay. So now there are two paths for the current to flow from here, and the bulb is going to glow. So 2 and 3 both are correct, which is option number D. So our answer is option number D. This was all about the physics portion. Now let us proceed to our next session, that is chemistry. Okay.
हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू गोप्रेप. आई होप आप लोगों का GTSE का एग्ज़ाम बहुत अच्छा गया होगा और आपने बहुत मेहनत से उसकी तैयारी की है. सो उसके जो क्वेश्चंस हैं फ्रॉम द केमिस्ट्री सेक्शन, वी आर गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन इट टुगेदर सो दैट आपको पता चले उनके पीछे के लॉजिक्स और एक्सप्लेनेशंस क्या हैं. सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड with the very first question with your chemistry teacher, that is me, Pragya Mishra. So let's get started. So the very first question, dear students, is the elements of the second and third period of the periodic table are given below. So which one element out of these given above is the most metallic in nature? We have to tell that which element shows the most metallic character. So देखिए बच्चों, एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट है अबाउट द पीरियोडिक टेबल, जो कि ये है कि एज यू विल मूव इन अ पीरियड फ्रॉम लेफ्ट टू राइट, जैसे आप एक पीरियड में लेफ्ट टू राइट मूव करेंगे, आपके एलिमेंट का मेटलिक कैरेक्टर डिक्रीज होगा. जैसे आप लेफ्ट टू राइट मूव करेंगे, मेटलिक कैरेक्टर will decrease. Okay, so that character will decrease. जैसे आप in a group top to down मूव करेंगे, if you are moving down in a group, so आपका metallic character increase करेगा. So आप देखिएगा यहाँ पर in a period you are moving from left to right, metallic character डिक्रीज कर रहा है, और यहाँ पर आपका मेटलिक कैरेक्टर जैसे ही आप टॉप टू बॉटम जा रहे हैं वो इंक्रीज करेगा आपका मेटलिक कैरेक्टर. सो आप देख लीजिए विच एलिमेंट विल शो द मोस्ट मेटालिक कैरेक्टर, दैट इज सोडियम. सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन डी. नाउ मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. देखिए क्वेश्चंस ना बहुत सिंपल होते हैं बच्चों, आपको सिर्फ एक लॉजिक और आई शुड से कॉन्सेप्ट याद रखना होता है. नाउ मूव टू द नेक्स्ट वन, that is increase in global warming will result in, there are three possibilities which might increase when global warming will increase. So yes, melting of polar ice caps, flooding, or increased chances of infectious diseases. What is the correct answer, dear students? Now देखिए, basically the correct answer is option D, because increase in global warming will lead to melting of polar ice caps, flooding of low-lying areas over the earth, and not only natural disaster will arise, also it will cause increase in the incidence of infectious diseases like dengue, yellow fever, etc. So the correct answer is option D. That is first, second, third, all the three things will occur. Now move करते हैं next question पर. When a solution is added to a cloth strip treated with onion extract, then the smell of onion cannot be detected. The given solution contains, these are four options. We have to tell which one is the correct answer. So when onion paste or juice loses its smell when they are adding to a base, but its smell does not change when added to acid. So the correct answer, if there is loss in the smell when they are adding to the base, so the correct answer is option B, that is base is the correct answer. That means the solution is containing base in it. चलिए मूव करते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पर. A polymer has been identified to possess the following properties. It is used as a substitute for wool in making commercial fibers as Orlon. So we have to identify the polymer. चलिए क्वेश्चन को आप बहुत ध्यान से पढ़ोगे तो आपको आंसर बिल्कुल अच्छे से क्लियर हो जाएगा. देखिए, this polymer is basically the substitute for wool, right? And it is also called synthetic wool, क्योंकि natural wool जो है उसका ये substitute है which has been synthesized, so we call it synthetic wool. And the monomer is acrylonitrile. मोनोमर को जब आप बहुत सारी मोनोमर सिंगल यूनिट्स ऐड कर देते हो, then we have polyacrylonitrile, that is the polymer of acrylonitrile, so we call it polyacrylonitrile. This option is the correct answer. Now move to the next question. So an element reacts with water to form a solution which turns phenolphthalein indicator pink. The element X is most likely to be. देखिए, phenolphthalein is a synthetic indicator. It reacts when base, जब आपका phenolphthalein base से react करता है, then it gives pink color. With acid, it doesn't change its color. It remains colorless. Phenolphthalein, initially it is a colorless liquid. So when phenolphthalein reacts with base, it gives pink color. Right? We know sulfur is not a base, sodium is not a base, sulfur is not a base. Sodium hydroxide, when reacts with phenolphthalein, it turns its color to pink color. So the correct answer is option B. When sodium hydroxide will react with phenolphthalein, so what is the element? The element is sodium, dear students, right? So sodium is changing the color of phenolphthalein into pink color. Now move to the next question. Which of the following option gives the increasing order of pH of these solutions? So given that all the solutions are of the same concentration, because हाँ, concentration अगर आप बढ़ाते हो तो that affects the pH value. सबसे पहले तो इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के लिए आपको पता होना चाहिए कि pH, स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड की pH कम होती है, pH of acids less than 7 and pH of bases greater than 7 होती है. एंड ऑल्सो न्यूट्रल के केसेस में बच्चों pH is equals to 7, राइट? सो अब आपको पता है कि जैसे जैसे बेसिसिटी बढ़ेगी pH वैल्यू भी बढ़ेगी, मीन्स जो सबसे ज्यादा एसिडिक है उसकी pH वैल्यू सबसे कम होगी. ओके, नाउ वी हैव 4 solutions with us. Very first is sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, aqueous sodium hydroxide and aqueous calcium hydroxide. So देखिए बच्चों, sulfuric acid की pH सबसे कम होती है, right? That is also called battery acid. So this is most acidic out of these 4. So इसकी pH सबसे कम है. Then hydrochloric acid की उसके बाद जो pH है वो सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड एंड देन कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. सो द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन A, right? Now move to the next question, which is give an example of each of the following. So now we have to see that we have to give the example of each of the following, that is cross-linked polymer. So what is the cross-linked polymer बच्चों? देखिएगा, the very first is cross-linked polymers, that is thermosetting polymer and that is the bakelite, right? Now देखते हैं synthetic fiber that is nylon. Okay, next one natural fiber, that is wool or it could be cotton as well. So in the answers you can left out if you want. आप देख सकते हो आंसर में क्या क्या गिवन है, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली आप यहाँ पर स्टेट कर सकते हो. एंड देन सिंथेटिक डाई, दैट इज एजो डाई. सो देखिएगा, फर्स्ट नॉट द करेक्ट वन, एंड पॉलीइथीन इज नॉट द thermosetting polymer. So this is not the correct answer. This one is also not the correct answer. Terylene is not the synthetic that is not the thermosetting polymer. And then again C is not the correct answer. The correct answer is option D, that is bakelite, nylon, wool and azo dye. So these were the questions of chemistry. I hope आपको questions समझ में आए हैं and you can now predict कि आपको कितने, आपने किस तरीके से वहाँ पर एग्जाम में परफॉर्म किया है. So I hope you get the good result and keep it up. Now move to the biology section.
Hi everyone, how are you all? I hope आप सबका GTSE बहुत अच्छा हुआ होगा. So let us discuss the biology part. So the first question in the biology part was, which mode of reproduction is the best to grow large number of rose plants? ठीक है. So first of all mark the best and in a short time. ठीक है. एक तो हमें large number of plants को grow करना है और दूसरा short time में grow करना है. So the options were as follows. Asexual reproduction by spore formation. No, rose में spore formation नहीं होता है. The second option is sexual reproduction by seeds. Basically, in rose plants, sexual reproduction does take place, but it does not allow to grow large number of plants in a short time. ठीक है? So this is not the correct option. The third option is asexual reproduction by fragmentation. Fragmentation take place in some algas, not in the rose plant. Next is asexual reproduction by cutting. Yes, this is the best way to grow large number of rose plants in short time. Now, the next question is deficiency of vitamin B1 causes which disorder? The options were loss of vision, beriberi, scurvy or rickets. If we talk about, as you all know, deficiency of various vitamin leads to various disorders in our body. So loss of vision is caused by deficiency of vitamin A. Scurvy is caused by deficiency of vitamin C. Rickets is caused by deficiency of vitamin D. While the deficiency of vitamin B1 leads to beriberi. Basically इसमें loss of appetite होता है, weakness होता है, limbs में pain होता है. So the correct answer is beriberi. Next question is, a person put warm water in an aquarium thinking that the fish would be more comfortable in. However, the fish died. What can be the reason for this? In the warm water, the concentration of oxygen decreases. क्या होता है? Warm water में जो oxygen का concentration होता है वो decrease होता है. So oxygen का concentration अगर कम होगा तो fishes को oxygen नहीं मिल पाएगा. So this is the reason that the fish died. Next option is, read the statement which is related to the digestive system and choose a word for it. We have to give a word for this statement. So the statement is transportation of absorbed food to different parts and its utilization. The options were assimilation, absorption, respiration, digestion. So first of all, the statement is related to digestive system. Okay. So respiration तो इसका option ही नहीं है. Now, there are three options left: assimilation, absorption, digestion. So the first, if we talk about in human, we have holozoic mode of nutrition. What do you mean by holozoic mode of nutrition? That we take the undigested food and then it get digested inside our body. Okay. So the first step is ingestion. The first step in the holozoic mode of nutrition is ingestion, that is intake of food, which is followed by digestion. Digestion में क्या होता है? एक complex food है, उसको simpler food में break down किया जाएगा, which is followed by absorption. So what happens in absorption? Simpler food को blood तक पहुंचाया जाएगा. After which this blood it will take it to the various cells जहाँ पे इसका utilization होगा for various purposes such as growth, to repair wound. So the correct answer is assimilation. That is utilization of the digested food. Now the next question is, the swallowed food moves downwards in the alimentary canal because of. ठीक है? तो जो हम फूड खाते हैं वो हमारे स्टमक तक, मतलब हमारे एलिमेंट्री कैनाल तक कैसे जा रहा है? So what happens when we take food from the mouth? It passes through the esophagus, or you can write food pipe. ठीक है? After which there is a movement take place in the food pipe to which we call as peristalsis. ठीक है, फूड पाइप में एक मूवमेंट होता है जिसको हम पेरिस्टालिसिस बोलते हैं. क्या होता है, सपोज दिस इज अ फूड पाइप, यहाँ पे हमारा फूड है. सो वन टाइम इट विल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एंड देन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट relax. So what happened, that pachak some movement to make you guys understand what happened, the food which is the downward. So the correct answer is the contraction of muscles in the wall of the food pipe. Now, plants are autotrophic organisms. What do you mean by the autotrophic organism? These are the organisms which can prepare their own food. The raw material required for this processes are, as you know, the process by which plants prepare their food is known as photosynthesis. Right? And the material required for photosynthesis are, the raw material required for the photosynthesis are carbon dioxide and water. Fine? So the correct answers are inorganic substance only. They both are the inorganic substance. Next question. In symbiotic relationship, both in bracket mutualism, both the organisms are. So if we talk about symbiotic relationship, in symbiotic relationship, two organisms live together. Fine. And in mutualism, two organisms live together and both are benefited. दोनों को फायदा होता है. For example, lichen. What happened? Lichen is a symbiotic association of what? It is a symbiotic association of alga and fungi. They both live together. एल्गा जो है वो खाना बना सकता है, तो एल्गा इसको खाना दे देता है. एंड फंगाई प्रोवाइड शेल्टर. इट मीन्स एल्गा को भी फायदा हो रहा है और फंगाई को भी फायदा हो रहा है. सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज दी, बोथ आर बेनिफिटेड. सो आई होप आपके मैक्सिमम आंसर्स करेक्ट हुए होंगे. थैंक यू.
Hello, welcome to the math section. My name is Rohan. If you haven't attempted the GTSE test till now, you can attempt it in the next slots. Let's go ahead with the first question. In this question, the numerator of the fraction, this is a question of linear equations in one variable based on rational numbers. So we have been given the numerator of the fraction which is 4 less than the denominator. If you added, okay, so very easy, the answer is A. Just look at how. So we know the denominator, we can take the denominator to be x and then we take the numerator to be x minus 4 because it is given that the numerator is 4 less than the denominator, right? Okay. So original fraction will become x minus 4 upon x. So what will be the new denominator? So according to the question, if 1 is added to both its numerator and denominator, right? So let's look at this. So new numerator is x plus, denominator is x plus 1 and the new numerator will be x minus 4 plus 1 which will solve to x minus 3. Now what will be the new fraction? It is given it is equal to 1 upon 2. So x minus 3 upon x plus 1 is equal to 1 upon 2. Now doing the cross multiplication, you will get 2x minus x is equal to x plus 1. Solving it, x is equal to 7. We have to find out the original fraction. So the original fraction is x minus 4 upon x. So we'll write it as 7 minus 4 upon 7, that is equal to 3 upon 7. And that will give us the answer 3 upon 7, A. Now in this question, this is a very simple question. We just need to do the subtraction. If you just look at it, what you have to do is, you have to do the subtraction. So just take the x this side, or we can take the x this side as well. So it will become 0.25x on the right hand side. On the left hand side, we'll have minus 0.1, right, and 0.75. So this will become minus 0.75. Then we'll try to solve, we'll get 3. So x is equal to minus 3. So yes, B is the right answer. Similarly, in this question, the volume of the cuboid equals the volume of 2 cubes of side 10 meter. So just look at how to solve this. The volume of the cuboid is volume of 2 cubes of side 10 meter. So what will be the volume of 1 cube? 10 cube, right? And there are 2 cubes, so 10 cube plus 10 cube, that is 2000 meter cube. Length of the cuboid is 10 times the side of the cube, right? 10 times of the side, right? So it is 10 into 10, that is 100. What is the width? It is same as that of cube. So it is 10. Just look at it. The width is same as that of equal to the side of cube. So it is 10. So now we have got the volume, we have got the length, we have got the width, we have to find the height. So using the formula for volume, that is L into P into H, 100 into 10 into H is equal to 2000, so H is equal to 2 meters. So yes, that is our answer. 2 meters is our answer. Now in this question, this is a question based on percentage. Victor gets 92% marks in examination if these are 460 marks. So 92% of the total marks, 92% of x is equal to 460. If you try to solve the value of x, you will get 500. Try to do it on your own. 92% of x is equal to 460. If you try to solve it out, x will be equal to 500. You can see here also, okay? X is equal to 500. Now in this question, we have to find out the total number of people surveyed. So just look at this. We have 8 here, 14 here, 5 here, 6 here, and 2 here. If you add all of these, you'll get 35. Okay, let's move ahead. In this question, James, Matthew, and Jacob are playing a game, right? So we have to find a fair game. If you have read the question, it talks about a fair game. So a fair game means everybody having equal opportunity of winning, right? In this case, the red will have more opportunity of win, and red and green will have more opportunity to win than blue, because red is in more area. So we have to find out equal distribution of these colors. So just in this scene, we can see that there are 2 R's, 2 B, and 2 G's. So they are equal. So therefore, D would be only the right answer. Now in this question, diameter of the cylinder is given, its height is given, diameter of another cylinder and its height is given. So the diameter of cylinder A is 7, radius would be 3.5, and height is given as 14. What will be the volume? Pi r square h, 539. Similarly, the diameter of the cylinder B is 14, radius will become 7, and the height is also 7. So what will be the volume? It will be 1078. So the difference will be 1078 minus 539, that is 539. So yes, 539 will be the answer. Now in this case, we have to find out the value of the angle. Just look at this. Because these 2 lines are parallel, BC is parallel to A, it is given, BC is parallel to AE. So because of co-interior angles, BAE and ABC, BAE and ABC will form 180 degrees. So if this is 65, so this whole angle will be 115 degree, that is 180 minus 65, right? It is also given that BC is equal to AC. So BC is equal to AC. So angle CBA will be equal to angle CAB, because angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So this is 65. So this is 115, this is 65. Now you can find this angle by subtracting 65 from 115, that will be equal to 50 degrees. So yes, D will be the answer. Now in this question, a flooring tile has a parallelogram, right? So base is given, its height is given. We can find out the area of that flooring tile, right? And the total area is given. So to find the total area, we have to find number of tiles, you have to divide the total area by area of one tile, right? So we can convert this meter square to centimeter square, as the other units are centimeter only. So we have converted into centimeter square. So the number of tiles will be total area divided by the area of one tile, that is 24 into 10, that is 240. So you will divide it, you will get 45,000. So yes, D is the right answer. Now the simplified form of this is also very easy example. Just look at these. So 2 to the power 5 into minus 2 upon 5, because 32 could be written as 2 to the power 5. 125 could be written as 5 to the power 3. Okay, so that's what we have done. So 5 to the power 3 to minus 2 by 5, we have to cancel 3, 3, 5, 5. We get 2 to the power 2 minus 2 and 5 to the power minus 2. So a to the power minus 1 is equal to 1 upon a, right? So it just goes in the denominator. So it will become 1 upon 4, this will 1 upon 25. And if you will solve it, simplify it, you will get 25 upon 4. That is the right answer. Now in this question, this is a very tricky question. You have to pay very attention here. Okay, you have to find the number of zeros, right? So you have to break it in powers. So if you break 14 to the power 12 in powers, you'll get 2 to the power 12 and 7 to the power 12. Similarly, 20 को अगर हम break करेंगे, you'll get 2 to the power 20 and 5 to the power 10. Similarly, 25 you'll get 5 to the power 4. And 24 is equal to 3 to the power 12 into 2 to the power 36. Now, if you just try to add all these powers, because all of these are multiplied, so the powers will be added. So 12, 20, 36 will get you 68, 5, 10 plus 4 will give you 14, 3 to the power 12 and 7 to the power 12. Right, now we have to find out the number of zeros. A zero can only be found if we have 10 in it, and 10 can only be found if we have 5 and 2 in equal proportions, right? So just look at, so what is the limiting factor which will get us 10, right? So they are 14, 5 and 2's are more than 14. but we can only get 10 as the number of 5s and 2 pairs, right? The number of pairs of 5 and 2s. So maximum we can form 14 pairs because 2 is in abundance, right? So therefore we'll have 2 to the power 14 and 5 to the power 14, and other powers can be written aside, right? They are not important right now because we only have to find out the number of zeros. So 5 and 2 combiningly will form 10 to the power 14. So we have 14 zeros. The question is, if there are n zeros, then n is completely divisible by. So 14 is completely divisible by what? 7. So D is the right answer. So now in this question, the area of the rectangle is very easy question. The length is x and the area is given. So area is x into breadth, okay? So that is equal to 2x square. So breadth is 2x. Now finding the perimeters formula, 2 into L plus B, that is 6x. Very simple question, try to do it. Now in this question, the sum of the interior angles of the polygon having 5 sides is very easy. You have to use the formula for n minus 2 into 180 degrees. That is the formula for sum of interior angles of a polygon, right? So that is 5 minus 2 into 180, that is 3 into 180, that is 540 degrees. That will be our answer. Now in this question, this is PQ is parallel to ST. We have to draw a line parallel to PQ, and it will be automatically parallel to ST because all these lines will be parallel, right? So if this is 110, so this is parallel using co-interior angles, this will become what? 70 degrees, right? Similarly, this is 130, what will be this angle? Because this is parallel, will have 50 degrees, right? So now this is 70, this is 50, and all of this will form 180 degrees because angle on the straight line is 180 degrees. So we can finally find out that the 7 for 50 is 120 plus 60 is 180 degrees. So C is the right answer. So that's this question. Now Hemant bought the old scooter, cost is this, 700 is the repairing cost, and 20% of the repairing cost is transportation. A simple percentage question. 700 plus 20% of 700 is the cost of transportation as well as repairing, right? So that is 840. What is the cost of the buying? That is 6,000 plus 840 will cost, total cost will be 6,840, right? So that will be our answer, B. So in the following numbers, that should be multiplied by minus 3 so that the product is less than minus 19. If you multiply it by 4 minus 3, so you will get minus 12, that is greater than minus 19. Similarly with minus 15, minus 18. When you will multiply it with 7, you will get minus 3 into 7, that is minus 21, which is less than minus 19. So D will be the right answer. Now in this question, this is a very easy question. You have to find out the dimension of the windows as given. The dimension of the door is also given. Now we have to find out the curtain covers, the total area of these. Okay, so how many curtain covers will be required? That is the question. So there are 5 windows. So windows are of 1 into 1, so there will be 5. The area will be, total area will be 5 into 1 into 1, that is 5. There are 2 and the doors are 2. The dimension of door is 4 into 3, so that is 12 meters square. So 2 into 12 will be 24 plus 5, the total area will be 29. So D is the right answer. D is the right answer. Now in this question, x percent of y is 100, y percent of z is 200. Then the relation between x and z is, very easy question. X percent of y is 100, y percent of z is 200. Now what will be the multiplication? So xy will be 10,000, yz will be 20,000. Now if you divide, the y will get cancelled. We'll have x and z only, and we will have 1 upon 2 only. So if you try to do the cross multiplication, 2x will be z. Now in this question, you just have to find out, this is a very simple question. 7xy, you have to find out there is 2xy here, so it could be only 7x, so 5xy. Similarly, we'll find out z is 9yz, 5 plus 4. Similarly, 3xz, 5x and minus 4. You just have to subtract the like terms, add or subtract the like terms. So D is the right answer. This question is, one of the easiest question. This is a regular polygon, so all of the sides will be of equal length. So 2.5 centimeter is the length. The total perimeter is 12.5. So 2.5 into x is equal to 12.5 because if there are n sides, so 2.5 into x is equal to n is equal to 12.5. So if you divide 12.5 by 2.5, you will get x is equal to 5. So yes, that was all in the math section. Now you can move up to the aptitude section. So guys, bye.
Hello everyone, welcome to Goprep. Let us straight away begin with the discussion of questions which were asked from the aptitude section. Here we go. माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, ये सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन था जो मिसिंग नंबर सीरीज से पूछा गया था। अब अगर आप यहां ध्यान से अगर आप देखें तो यहां पे सीरीज क्या चल रही है, 20 प्लस 12 इज 32, 32 प्लस 13 इज 45, 45 प्लस 14 is 59, 59 plus 15 is 74, and 74 plus 16 is 90. Alright, and hence the next number in the series will be undoubtedly 90, which is the required answer. Clear everybody? आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now, which answer figure will complete the pattern in the answer figure? ABCD में से कौन सा ऑप्शन इसको कंप्लीट करेगा? आप देख पा रहे हो, there is a line over here, dot over here, line over here, dot over here, line over here, dot over here. So line over here and dot over here, and only option D has the same. So A, B and C eliminate हो जाएंगे, केवल और केवल D आंसर हो जाएगा. That is the right answer. Correct. Next. अब यहां पर आपसे पूछा जा रहा है, how many such numbers are in the given sequence? ऐसे कितने नंबर्स हैं इस सीक्वेंस में? How many such numbers are in the given sequence, each of which is immediately preceded by a consonant and immediately followed by a symbol? My dear students, preceded का मतलब पहले आना, followed का मतलब बाद में आना. For example, if today is Monday, Monday is immediately preceded by Sunday and immediately followed by Tuesday. Similarly, this is the year 2020, immediately preceded by 2019 and immediately followed by 2021. So preceded means just before, immediately preceded means just before, immediately followed means just after. But जब हम एक सीरीज की बात करते हैं, एक सीरीज की बात करते हैं, then वहां पर immediately preceded means immediately left, immediately followed means immediately right. ऐसा इसलिए करते हैं because we usually write from left to right. Clear? Now अब आपसे ये पूछा जा रहा है, how many such numbers are there in the given series, each of which is immediately preceded by a consonant and immediately followed by a symbol. तो आप पहले तो आप नंबर्स को मार्क करो, 4 है, 9 है, 3 है, 7 है, 6 है, 1 है. 4 is not preceded by a consonant. 9 is preceded by a consonant but not followed by a symbol. 3 is not preceded by a consonant, एक consonant नहीं है. 7 is not preceded by a consonant. 6 is not preceded by a consonant. 1 is not preceded by a consonant. Hence, the answer is no such case. Clear? There is no such case. Answer is option number D. Next. अब आपसे अगला सवाल ये पूछा जा रहा है that in the following question, select the related figure from the given alternatives. My dear students, आप यहाँ पे clearly observe कर सकते हो that they are moving anti-clockwise one step. ठीक है? तो इसी को अगर आप फॉलो करोगे, then what you will be getting? This circle will be coming over here. Circle यहां आने का मतलब B and D are eliminated. Then star will be coming over here. That means this is eliminated, right? अब star देखो यहां आ गया. Hash will be coming over here, and finally double sign, this sign, double lines will be coming over here, and hence undoubtedly option number C is the correct answer. Clear everyone? आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now the question is, how many dots are there on the dice face opposite to the one with 3 dots? My dear students, let me tell you very clearly and very specifically. If 2 or more positions of the same dice have been given, if 2 or more positions or 2 or more images of the same dice have been given, and they have exactly 2 common faces, then the uncommon faces shall be opposite to each other. इसका यह मतलब है, आप ये देखो, आपको 3 डॉट्स के ऑपोजिट बताना है, राइट? आपको बताना है 3 डॉट्स के ऑपोजिट क्या होगा. ये 3 डॉट्स हैं. अब आप ये बताओ 3 डॉट्स के अलावा क्या दिख रहे हैं? 4 डॉट्स एंड 6 डॉट्स. क्या 4 डॉट एंड 6 डॉट और कहीं पे दिख रहे हैं? हाँ, बिल्कुल दिख रहे हैं. तो आप इमेज 1 एंड 3 में देख लीजिए. आप इमेज 1 एंड 3 में देख लीजिए. 2 or more images of the same dice have been given and they have exactly 2 common faces. दोनों में ही exactly 2 common faces हैं, और वो क्या हैं? 4 and 6. दोनों में ही कॉमन है 4 and 6. अब जब दोनों में ही 4 and 6 कॉमन है तो अनकॉमन फेसेस ऑपोजिट हो जाएंगे, मींस 3 के ऑपोजिट हो जाएगा 5. 4 and 6 यहां भी कॉमन है, 4 and 6 यहां भी कॉमन है, ठीक है। तो अनकॉमन फेसेस विल बी ऑपोजिट, 3 के ऑपोजिट 5 हो जाएगा। आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर सी, दैट इज 5। नेक्स्ट, अब आपसे यह कहा जा रहा है दैट अरेंज द वर्ड्स इन अल्फाबेटिकल ऑर्डर एंड फाइंड द वन विच कम्स इन द मिडल। जो मिडल में आ रहा है वो बताओ। माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अब ये तो आप लोगों के लिए बहुत आसान रहा होगा। सबसे पहले आपको समझ में आना चाहिए कि यहां पे सब जगह PLA चल रहा है, PLA। सो अगर आप देखो लास्ट में तो यही आएगा। देन अब यहां पे PLAC है, तो ये सबसे पहले आएगा। यहां पर PLAN है, यहां PLAI है। ऑलराइट, तो आपको यहां पे ये चेक करना है दैट अब सेकेंड नंबर पे कौन आएगा, राइट। तो सेकेंड नंबर पे कौन आएगा? सेकेंड नंबर पर आएगा PLAI, तो ये हो जाएगा सेकेंड, ठीक है। अच्छा, अब PLAI के बाद आएगा PLAN। ऑलराइट, नेक्स्ट, अब इसके बाद आएगा PLAY। तो सबसे पहले प्लेस PLAC, देन प्लेन PLAI, देन प्लेन PLAN, देन player PLAY, and then PLE, plenty. So now arrange the words in alphabetical order and find the one which comes in the middle. Comes in the middle हो जाएगा plane. Plane comes in the middle, and that is the correct answer. Option number B is the correct one. Clear everyone? So these are very easy questions. Now, which of the following will be true if this expression is definitely true? My dear students, this symbol will ensure, my dear students, this symbol which I am about to mark, this symbol will ensure that A is greater than C. This will ensure that A is greater than C. And this is telling A is greater than equals to C. This is not allowed. My dear students, इसी तरह से अगर आप D और B को देखोगे, D and B के बीच में दो opposite symbols हैं, दो opposite symbols हैं. So we will not be sure कि D and B के बीच में क्या relation है. यही नहीं, अगर आप A and D के बीच में भी देखें, अगर आप A and D के बीच में भी देखें, तो A and D के बीच में भी ऑपोजिट सिंबल्स हैं. किसी भी दो एलिमेंट के बीच में ऑपोजिट सिंबल मतलब ये या ये आ गए, तो उनके बीच में हम कुछ भी कंक्लूड नहीं कर सकते कि रिलेशनशिप क्या होगा, राइट. बट हाँ, एक चीज हम बिल्कुल श्योर हैं, दैट E इज ग्रेटर देन D एंड D इज ग्रेटर देन C. E D से बड़ा है, D C से बड़ा है, सो 100% E will be greater than C, and I'm quite sure आप सभी लोगों ने B ही मार्क किया होगा, राइट. क्लियर एवरीवन? आगे बढ़ते हैं. Which does not belong to the group? इंच, सेंटीमीटर एंड यार्ड ये लेंथ मेजरमेंट के लिए यूज करते हैं. इंच, सेंटीमीटर एंड यार्ड लेंथ मेजरमेंट के लिए यूज करते हैं. आउंस इज अ यूनिट ऑफ वेट. Ounce is the unit of measurement of weight and hence is slightly different from the others. Clear everybody? Next. Now the question is, which letter is exactly in the middle of 13th letter from the left? अब 13th letter from the left क्या है? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. तो ये 13th letter from the left है. And 4th letter from the right क्या है? 1, 2, 3 and 4. अब इनके exactly middle में क्या होगा? Exactly middle में N भी गया, V भी गया, O भी गया, U भी गया, P भी gone, T also gone, Q also gone, S also gone. So exactly in the middle is R. Exactly in the middle is R, which is the required answer. So I hope आप सभी लोगों ने बहुत easily इस question को किया होगा. Next. Now the question is, in a certain code language, A is coded as 3, B is coded as 4, C is coded as 5. यानी ओरिजिनली ए का कोड 1 था, ओरिजिनली ए का कोड 1 होता है प्लेस वैल्यू, उसमें +2 कर दिया गया. ओरिजिनली बी का कोड 2 होता है, +2 कर दिया गया. ओरिजिनली सी का कोड 3 होता है, +2 कर दिया गया, एंड सो ऑन. तो क्या होगा? सी का कोड ओरिजिनली 3 होता है, +2 5. ए का कोड ओरिजिनली 1 होता है, +2 3. सो 5 3. अब एफ का कोड ओरिजिनली 6 होता है, +2 8. ई का कोड ओरिजिनली 5 होता है, +2 7. सो 5 3 8 7 is the correct answer. Clear everybody? Fine. I hope all of you have got the logic, and with this we come to an end of the session. I hope you all understood each of the questions, and by the way, if still you have not attempted the exam, please do attempt it in the very next slot. The link for the same has been given in the description below. Bye bye, take care, see you.